The Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation brings you Crime Photographer.
What's puzzling you, Ethelbert?
One of those quizzes, and it says here, what are these men famous for? Sidney Porter, Samuel Clemens, Charles Dodgson.
Well, they're all great authors.
Well, how come I never heard of them?
Well, you would if they printed their pen names. They're O. Henry, Mark Twain, and Lewis Carroll.
Well, I'll be. Those names are famous. Everybody knows them.
Mm-hmm. Like everybody knows Anchor Hocking, the most famous name in glass. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tony Marvin. Every week at this time, the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation of Lancaster, Ohio, and its more than 10,000 employees bring you another adventure of Casey, crime photographer, ace cameraman who covers the crime news of a great city. Written by Alonzo Dean Cole. Our adventure for tonight, The Serpent Goddess. Early afternoon, around 2 o'clock. A sumptuous suite in one of our city's finest hotels. There's a knock at the door, and a big, weather-beaten man opens it.
I guess you're the newspaper folks who found me. I'm Dan Sykes.
Yeah, thanks for giving us this appointment, Mr. Sykes. This is Miss Williams. My name is Casey.
Oh, I'm real pleased to meet you, Miss Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Sykes.
You're a swell-looking kid.
Thanks again.
Come in, make yourself at home.
Thanks.
Well, what can I do for you?
Well, through a mix-up, Mr. Sykes, our paper didn't have anyone at the airport this morning to cover your arrival with Mr. Johansson. And the Morning Express wants to rectify its blunder now with a special interview.
Pictures, too.
Take all the pictures you want and ask all the questions you want.
Well, we'd like to have your partner, Mr. Johansson, in on this. We phoned him, but he wasn't in.
Oh, Chris went out to look for a cheaper place to live. He ain't like me. I'm going to enjoy my dough.
According to our news service reports, you and Johansson have already sold part of the emeralds you found in South America for over $1 million.
That's right. I'm a nouveau rich. But we didn't sell the best ones. We brought the eyes back here to the States with us.
The eyes?
Well, that's what Chris and I call the two big emeralds we found.
Reports on how you found all those emeralds have been rather conflicting, Mr. Sykes. What's the real lowdown?
Well, Chris and I were flying an old crate out of Caracas on our way to Lima when a gas line broke and we had to bail out over the jungle. While we were trying to find our way out, we come out of some ruins of an old Indian town, and under a stone we accidentally knocked over, we found them emeralds. And that's all there was to it.
There wasn't another man with you and Mr. Johansson?
No, we were alone.
Well, the first story we got on you fellas was that two very sick men, one with a pocket full of emeralds, had staggered into a village at the edge of the jungle, raving about a third guy they'd seen crushed to death by a big snake.
A huge boa constrictor or an anaconda with, of all things, a human face.
Yeah, well, naturally, a yarn like that made news.
One of them South American reporters dreamed up that crazy stuff. Whoever saw a snake with a human face? Excuse me, someone at the door. Oh, hello, Chris.
I think I find me a place to live, Sykes. But such high prices. Oh, you got company.
Well, they're newspaper folks. This is Chris Johansson, Miss Williams.
How do you do, Mr. Johansson?
Well, oh, you are a pretty lady, Miss Williams.
And this is Casey.
Hello, Mr. Casey.
How are you?
They've been interviewing me about our emeralds, Chris. I just been telling them that snake story was a lot of bunk.
Sykes and me was alone in that jungle. Also, we are not afraid of no drums.
Drums?
One of the goofy stories they told about us was that when we come out of that jungle, we raved about hearing drum beats all the time.
We was sick with fever, Sykes. We didn't know what we were saying.
We never said anything about drums.
No, we never said nothing because we had no reason to.
That's right.
Yeah, I would like a drink, Sykes. I see you got a bottle there.
Help yourself. Well, what other questions you want to ask, Miss Williams?
I'd like to know
Sykes.
who you're so...
A drum.
It can't be here.
No, not in the city.
It can't be here.
What's the matter with you fellas?
Nothing. Nothing. Oh, there's music now, Chris.
Huh?
Look out of this window. There's only some Salvation Army folks down there with a bass drum and a couple of horns.
Yeah, just Salvation Army people with an ordinary old bass drum.
Good night, Mrs. Wheelbreaker. Now, Casey, what was I saying?
Saying goodnight to Mrs. Wheelbreaker. Oh, I don't know, pal. You hadn't started to say anything yet.
Hadn't I?
No.
Oh, I remember. You know that fella Sykes, who you and Miss Williams told me about interviewing a couple of weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he come into this bar today, and I served him a couple of drinks. I recognized him immediately from the pictures you took for your paper. After the little blonde he had with him called him Dan Sykes.
No, afterwards. You had a little blonde along, huh?
Uh-huh.
A few days ago, we saw him with a big brunette.
Well, he told us he was going to enjoy his dough, Eddie.
He's an awfully nervous acting guy, Casey. Walter happened to hit the bottom of an empty wooden ice tub he was taking down cellar, and when it went boom like a drum, I thought Sykes was going to faint dead away.
Yeah, he and Johansson are certainly allergic to drum beats, aren't they?
They didn't give you no idea why?
No.
Yeah.
Their only explanation was an obvious phony.
The original news report was... Hey, you really think there was another fellow with him in that jungle who was squeezed to death by a big snake with a human face?
Well, there's good reason to believe that a third man may have parachuted into the jungle with Sykes and Johansson.
Yeah?
According to Inside Dope, our paper can't print without risking a libel suit, Sykes and Johansson used their plane for smuggling jobs. And it's thought they specialized in smuggling people from one South American country into another.
Like wanted criminals, red hots.
Yeah, and political troublemakers.
It's suspected that Sykes and Johansson were taking an exiled revolutionist back to a country he'd been kicked out of when their plane went bad. And that he's the other man they talked about when they came out of the jungle.
They were both delirious from fever then, but when they recovered and knew what they were saying, they quickly changed their story.
You figure they told the truth while they were delirious.
Well, they couldn't help it.
Then it must have been true about the third guy getting crushed by a big snake. But a snake with a human face.
Yeah. Oh, we can't worry about it here any longer. Casey, we've got to get back to the office.
Yeah, before city desk starts paging us. What do I owe you, pal?
It's only 60 cents.
Oh, only 60 cents. Too bad. I guess I got that much.
Oh, excuse me, there's the bar phone. Hello? Just a second. Your city desk is paging you, Casey.
Huh? Oh, give me. Oh, this is Casey. 301 Hawthorne Street, apartment 3A. Okay, I got it, Burke. Well, what goes there? Who? Say that again, Burke. In a city apartment? Whew. Hey, that's a story, all right. Look, it right up there.
Hey, what is it, Casey?
You look funny.
Chris Johansson has been found dead in his apartment.
Sykes' partner?
Yeah. Annie, he was crushed to death.
Crushed?
Squeezed. As though a big snake had coiled itself around him.
Our story will continue in just a moment. To you who enjoy good, wholesome American beer and ale, here's the easiest, most convenient, and most satisfactory way to buy it. Ask for your favorite brand in the new Anchor Glass one-way, no-deposit bottle. Now, here's a bottle made just for you. No one has ever used it before. No one will ever use it again. And it costs so little that it can be thrown away when empty, just like any other food container. You pay no deposit, never have empties cluttering up your kitchen, or bother about returning them to the store. And though it holds exactly as much as the regular beer bottle, the one-way bottle is so compact that it takes up a minimum of precious refrigerator space. It's light and easy to carry. It chills beer more quickly and holds the chill longer. It looks well on any table. But most important of all, it's made of glass. And because it's made of glass, it brings you beer and ale of perfect clarity, untouched by any foreign flavor. The Anchor Glass one-way, no-deposit bottle is a product of Anchor Hocking. The most famous name in glass.
Captain Logan, did the medical examiner say that a big snake?
He didn't say a snake did it, Miss Williams. He merely said that, well, that a python or boa constrictor were the only things he knew of that would kill in such a way. Johansson was literally squeezed to death by something big and smooth that coiled around his entire body.
In this apartment?
Yes, Casey.
Well, what do you think, Captain?
Only that a snake big enough to do the killing didn't do the killing. That's too crazy, Miss Williams. Oh, nuts, Casey. I just can't figure this one out at all.
You know about the first news story we had on Johansson and Sykes, huh?
Yes, I think you told me about it, but, well, that fantastic yarn can't have any bearing.
Naturally, you're going to question Sykes.
My men have orders to bring him here as soon as they can find him.
Well, here's your sergeant now, Logan. Now, maybe now we'll get the lowdown.
You found Sykes at his apartment, Sergeant?
Yes, Captain. I gave it to him cold about Johansson's death. I thought he was going to pass out on me. Especially when I told him it looked like the job of a big snake. He kind of whispered to himself, "She followed us."
She followed us?
Yes, sir.
Well, were you able to find out where he was last night when Johansson was killed?
Well, Sykes was throwing a big party in his place. His alibi is perfect.
Now bring him in.
Yes, sir.
She followed us.
That's a screwy one, Casey.
Yeah.
Another screwy one, like his fear of drums.
Mr. Sykes, sir.
Oh, I'm Captain Logan, Homicide Bureau, Mr. Sykes. You already know Miss Williams and Mr. Casey.
Let me see, Chris.
Now, the body's still in the next room where it was found. Now, step in. Take a look.
So that's what she does to a man.
Who is this she?
Let me out of here, Captain. I can't look anymore.
Now, let's go back into the other room. Sit down, Mr. Sykes, and tell us what you know about this thing.
I may as well tell you. I know now there's no way of getting away from her. Vasco said we couldn't.
Vasca?
She got Vasco first. Now it's Chris. Soon it'll be me.
You explain what you're talking about?
Okay. There were three of us who bailed out of the plane over the jungle.
Casey, he
Quiet,
said...
Henry, quiet.
Vasco had caused a lot of political trouble in his own country, and he'd been told to stay out of it, or else. He paid Chris Johansson and me $1,000 to fly him back there without anyone getting wise. We'd have done it if our plane hadn't gone wrong. But it did, and we had to jump. We were in luck, we thought, because all of us landed safe in the clearing. Then, all of a sudden...
Sykes, what was that?
Sounded like a drum, Chris.
It is a drum.
Oh, that's nuts, Vasco. There's nothing but animals in this part of the jungle. You saw it from the air. We're deep in the bush.
Ah, look there. Yeah. Guys with spears and clubs.
Indians.
They are all around this clearing. You got the only gun, Sykes. Shoot. No, don't. The biggest man have laid down his spear and lift his hand in a sign of peace.
Say, they're all laying down their weapons.
It looked like they are coming as friends.
They were friendly Indians. They took us to their village and treated us swell. Seems we were the first white men they'd ever run into.
Isolated tribe.
Vasco called them a lost tribe, Casey. They had houses built of stone, and they acted civilized. That is, outside of their religion.
Their religion?
They worship snakes.
Now, go on.
Boa constrictors were sacred to them. And they made human sacrifices to the boa.
How?
When anyone broke a law, they tied them up in big drums. After a while, a big snake would slide out of the jungle, and well, I saw it done, but it didn't warn me.
Let's have the rest, fella.
The top medicine man, the head priest of the tribe, had a good-looking daughter who fell for me hard. She had a bracelet of emeralds.
Huh? Oh.
Wait. After I picked up a little of her language, she told me where there were bigger, finer emeralds. I told Chris and Vasco what she'd said, so one night the three of us started out.
We must be getting close to the place she told you about, Sykes.
Yeah, as I get it from her, Chris, we'll find a long stone building completely hidden by jungle growth. Hold your torch higher, Vasco.
All right. I do not like this business, Sykes.
You gonna start that again?
If they catch us before we can escape, well, you have seen what happened to men who break their laws.
They're not gonna get me squeezed by any big snake, not while I have a gun.
Listen.
Those drums,
I hear.
they are calling the big snake for the sacrifice tonight.
Yeah, that's why I picked tonight to come here. The whole village will be attending the ceremony.
You are sure nobody guards that temple where we go to?
The girl says it's guarded only by the spirits. They won't bother us.
We shall be robbing their temple.
Oh, look. There is the long stone building.
That's the place.
We can walk right in.
Sure, and take what we want. Come on.
It is so dark in there, and these torches give so little light.
They'll give enough. The emeralds are in back.
On a statue, you said.
Yeah, come on.
Sykes, I see.
Holy, a snake. A big snake. Run, get out.
Chris, you fool. It's the statue.
The statue.
Yes, Chris. Carved of stone with a human face.
Yeah, I see now. It has a woman's face.
And its eyes are emeralds. The biggest I've ever seen.
And the emerald necklace.
We'll be millionaires, Chris.
Yeah, millionaires.
I'll climb up and get them. What's that?
The drum. It started when you touched the snake statue. Maybe it's a warning.
Buck, hand me your knife, Chris.
Here. And be quick, Sykes.
You are going to...
Do what I came to do, Vasca. Cut off this necklace and pry out them emerald eyes. After I pried the emerald eyes out, the three of us beat it fast. But when we slept, we dreamed of drums and that big statue of the Serpent goddess, the snake with a woman's face. And sometimes deep in the jungle, we'd hear drums or think we heard them. Vasca kept saying we'd never get away with what we'd done. He wanted his cut just like the rest of us. We kept on chopping our way through the tangled bush, hoping we'd finally get out of that jungle. One day, when we laid down to rest...
There is no reason, Sykes, why you do not divide those emeralds now instead of waiting.
I told you. Chris and I have voted no. We're 2-1.
Yes, 2-1. And every day we get closer to the edge of the
Will you
jungle.
cut it out, Vasca? We ain't going to do nothing to you.
Not a thing. It's your turn to scare up some grub. Suppose you get at it.
Why will you never lend me your pistol, Sykes?
Use your knife. I told you. I'm a good shot, and I don't waste bullets, and I'm saving the few I've got left.
For what?
For emergencies, of course.
I see.
Now, get going. I'm hungry.
I go. Listen,
To what?
I don't hear nothing but birds.
I hear drums.
I don't hear any drums.
You don't hear them now?
No.
There are no drum sounds.
Maybe I hear them because I will be the first of us to pay for robbing the Serpent goddess. I go to hunt for food.
Guy's driving me nuts, Chris.
Me too. Sykes, you didn't hear no drum.
Oh, I'm sure. Did you?
I do not think so. I'm not always sure.
He said maybe he heard him because he'll be the first of us to...
Sykes!
It's Vasca.
Snake? Come away, Sykes. Run.
Away, Chris. Away. We didn't try to help him. We knew it'd be no use. We were afraid.
Just left the guy to die, huh?
Yes, Casey. All we did was run until we dropped and couldn't run anymore. Then the fever got us. I woke up in a village where the news reporters came, and, well, Chris and I denied the true things we'd said while the fever was in our heads because...
I can guess why you denied this story.
Now she's followed us. She's paid off Chris, and I'm next.
I didn't see nothing in the paper today about Johansson killing Casey. Ain't Captain Logan going to arrest Sykes?
What for?
His alibi was 100%.
Yeah, but he confessed to stealing them emeralds.
In another country, pal, from jungle Indians.
Oh.
There is one thing, Ethelbert, but it doesn't look very promising.
What is it, Miss Williams?
Well, Logan's turned up a witness who says he saw Johansson let a woman into his apartment about a half hour before he was killed.
A woman?
Yeah, described as a small brunette and carrying a small leather traveling case.
Oh, a little skinny girl couldn't squeeze a big guy to death?
No.
You think Sykes will be bumped off like Johansson was and that Vasca?
Well, he seems to think so. It's funny. That guy's trying to pack a month of life into every hour because he figures every hour will be his last. Say, Annie, what do you say? Let's drop off at his new apartment on our way home. Maybe we can cheer him up a little.
Okay, Scout, if you must do a good deed.
Well, it's a selfish good deed. I'd like to hear Sykes talk some more about that guy, Vasca.
Oh, there's a parking spot, Casey, in back of that old Ford coupe.
That's for us. Hey, somebody put a bad dent in the fender of that jalopy.
Huh, I'll say. Oh, Sykes certainly got himself a swanky place to live when he moved out of that hotel. Whole first floor of these new garden apartments.
Yep. Come on, I'll get you out of the car.
Okay.
There's a light behind those Venetian blinds, so the guy's at home anyway. Let's go in.
I am sorry, excuse me.
Okay, sister, but what's your hurry?
Boy, she is in a hurry. Almost knocked you over and gets into that old Ford and off she
Suitcase
goes.
of hers almost cracked my shin.
She came out of Sykes' door.
Say, Annie. She was a small, pretty brunette.
So?
With a traveling case.
Casey!
She and her Ford are out of sight. Hey, look. Let's get into Sykes' apartment quick.
Okay. Yeah, hey, she didn't close the door tight.
Nuts with ceremony and the bell. I'll open it myself.
Sykes is lying on the floor.
Just like Johansson.
Hey, is he dead?
He's dead, all right.
Oh, Casey.
I think he's been squeezed to death. Just like Johansson.
The Serpent goddess. But that little brunette, she couldn't have crushed him.
Don't see how, when gal's answering the same description as him. Huh.
What'd you just pick up?
The valve cap off a tire. I wonder how that got here.
Tire cap, huh? Well, that won't help any.
Hey, it's plenty help. Annie, pick up that phone and get your story into the paper.
Yeah?
I'm getting to Logan at headquarters to tell him to locate an old Ford coupe with a dented rear fender. That's the car, Logan. I'm sure of it.
Well, the garage guy here says that Ford belongs to a Miss Isabella Vasca. Is Isabella Vasca?
Yes.
I'm Captain Logan, Homicide Bureau.
Well,
Remember me, Miss Vasca? It wasn't smart to use that dented car for a getaway after you murdered Sykes.
I did not try to be careful or smart after my work was accomplished. I'm very tired. Please, take me to jail.
You admit the killing of
I
Sykes?
proudly admit it, for I am Pedro Vasca's sister.
So that's the connection. Where is your brother, Miss Vasca?
We never really believed he was killed by any human-faced boa constrictor.
He wasn't. He got out of the jungle. And he wrote me a letter.
Tell me about it.
My brother was sure those men, Sykes and Johansson, intended to kill him. So when he called to them that the Serpent goddess had him in her coils, it was a trick. He knew they would run away quick and leave him as they did. Then, alone, he made his way to a village at the edge of the jungle, where he wrote to me of everything that has happened, and asked me to avenge him.
How did you do the job in such a fancy way, Miss Vasca? How did you crush those men to death?
I know how she did that, Logan.
You know, Casey.
I think so.
Oh.
First, I want to know why she did it. Why didn't your brother do his own avenging, Miss Vasca?
Because when he wrote me that letter, he was dying. Just before he reached that village at the edge of the jungle, his body was broken in the coils of a big snake.
We'll join the crowd at the Blue Note in just a moment. Very seldom do you hear a commercial announcement as important as the one we have for you tonight. It's about a brand new kind of dinnerware, a product of Anchor Glass. Its name is Jadeite. 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 It looks and feels like rare Chinese porcelain, and it's as sturdy and heat-proof as the Fire King oven glass you use in your oven. And its cost is unbelievably low. Now, for instance, a beautiful Jadeite cup and saucer cost only 15 cents. In fact, this revolutionary new Jadeite costs less than half as much as the very cheapest dinnerware on the market. Now, you can buy Jadeite items separately or a complete dinner service for $6 for less than $5. Now, the demand for Jadeite is enormous. To avoid disappointment, go to the nearest chain store, department store, or other store selling chinaware or glass tomorrow and ask for Jadeite by name. Jadeite, Jadeite, is the newest triumph of Anchor Hocking. The most famous name in glass.
Hey, tell me how a little woman like that Miss Vasca was able to kill them two big guys like she did, Casey. And how did you know?
Well, that valve cap I found was a tip-off, Ethelbert. That and the suitcase she carried. And that suitcase contained a long, thick rubber tube and a portable electric air compressor pump.
And Isabella Vasca's a pretty woman, Ethelbert. Both Sykes and Johansson were wolves. She let them pick her up and take her to their apartments, and then she tapped them on the head with a well-padded blackjack that left no mark, and wrapped the big tube around them and inflated it with the electric pump.
You know, if a doctor ever used one of those blood pressure gadgets on your arm, pal, you know how air can squeeze. Of course, a doctor only uses a small bulb to pump it in a small tube.
Gee, it was as simple as all that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all this certainly wrecks the notion that Serpent goddess was paying off them three for stealing her emeralds.
Does it, pal?
Think about it, Ethelbert.
Gee.
Crime Photographer, starring Stotts Cotsworth as Casey, is brought to you each Thursday by the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation, makers of Fire King oven glass, Anchor glass containers, Anchor caps and closures, all products of Anchor Hocking, the most famous name in glass. Crime Photographer is directed by John Dietz. The original music is by Archie Blyer, and the program features Miss Jan Miner as Anne and John Gibson as Ethelbert. Herman Chittison is the Blue Note pianist. Help save lives by buying Christmas seals. These seals support the fight against tuberculosis. Buy and use Christmas seals, and be sure to mail your packages early. This is Tony Marvin saying goodnight for the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation of Lancaster, Ohio, with offices in all principal cities of the United States and Canada. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. the Anchor Hawking Glass Corporation brings you Crime Photographer.
Where are you going over Labor Day weekend, Tony?
Well, Casey, I haven't any plans particularly.
But everyone goes to see somebody over a Labor Day weekend. Everybody.
Oh, I know, Ethelbert. I'm waiting for them.
You mean everybody will come to see you?
Excellent deduction, Casey.
Yeah, but why should the whole world be to pass to your door?
Why? I work for Anchor Hawking, the most famous name in glass. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tony Marvin. Every week at this time, the Anchor Hawking Glass Corporation of Lancaster, Ohio, and its more than 10,000 employees bring you another adventure of Casey, crime photographer, ace cameraman who covers the crime news of the great city. Written by Alonzo Dean Cole, our adventure for tonight, Hideout. Night. A street of old houses. Unpainted, unkempt, dirty-looking houses. A man and woman hurry along the street, watchful, furtive. In a shadowed doorway of one of the houses, they halt, and the man knocks quickly and softly. From inside the door...
Who's there?
The guy who phoned you an hour ago, Ed Bagley's pal.
Okay. I'll open up.
Be quick about it.
I'm being quick. Hey, why the rods?
Just want to be sure who you are, mister.
You've come to the right house. My name's Bliss. The guys call me Creepy.
You fit the description I got. Get inside, Doris.
Okay. Close that door quick.
And lock it, Creepy.
You don't have to tell me my business. Oh. So you're tough Luke Davis. And wife.
Yeah.
Nice clean getaway you pulled after heisting that bank for $100,000, according to what I read in the papers.
If the getaway'd been clean, we'd have been out of this town by now, not here.
Don't worry. Old Creepy will hide you out. Got a nice room upstairs for you.
I hope it's better than what I see down here and what I smell.
Yeah. Don't you ever open a window?
Neighbors and cops might see and hear things through open windows. Besides, I don't like drafts. They're bad for my cough. Go on, I'll take you upstairs.
Come on, Doris.
What a dump.
You don't like it, sister? You don't have to stay. Hey, you two are traveling light. Nothing but that little satchel for both of you?
Did you expect us to show up here with a couple of trunks after what you read in the papers?
No, but the 100 G's you got from that bank should make quite a bundle. Fill a big suitcase, maybe. I'm wondering if you lost.
We didn't lose it.
You got to hid away, huh?
Well hid.
Yeah. Sure you brought enough dough with you to pay my rates?
You'll get yours. Where's this room you got?
Yeah, I'm tired climbing.
Here's the room.
Oh, look, it's worse than those crummy ones downstairs.
Yeah, it stinks.
Got a good strong door on it and heavy bolts. Also, it's an easy jump from that window onto the next roof. But more important, old Creepy's never bothered by the cops. They don't know he runs a hideout. They think he's just a poor, sick old man.
Well, the joint looks safe, Doris. Anyway, we're stuck with it till the heat dies down. How much, Creepy?
$1,000 a week.
What?
You lousy robber.
2 guys were killed in that bank holdup. 2 Davises are wanted for murder.
Okay. $1,000 a week.
Payable in advance.
Give it to the rat, Luke.
Here's your G.
Meals is extra.
What?
Of course, you can go out to the restaurant if you want to take the chance.
How much for meals?
Well, it depends on how expensive your tastes are. Folks with 100 G's stashed away will naturally want the best.
Yeah, we get it. But be careful, Creepy. I'm a guy who explodes under pressure. Don't put it on too hard.
2 weeks in this crummy joint, Luke. Cost us nearly $4,000.
Yeah. $25 a piece for the lousy horse meat he calls steaks, $2 a bottle for beer that cost him 2 for a quarter, and $1 for a 5-cent newspaper. I'm fed up.
So am I. Most of all, I'm fed up with this dirty, stinking room. Oh, what's the use? We're stuck, and we got to make the best.
I'm not so sure of that.
Huh?
I've been thinking, babe.
So what?
Hand me that nail file, will you? Wish I could get a decent manicure.
Nuts with the manicures. What's on your mind?
Hand me the nail file, I said.
Okay. Here. Now, what do you
I'm
say?
thinking about us leaving here.
For where?
Another hideout.
We don't know any others in this town. We don't stand a chance of getting out of town yet.
I just remembered what another con told me when I was in stir. There's a guy who runs a big hideout racket here, Doris, and he treats red hots right.
Why didn't we go to him in the first place?
I tell you, I just remembered his name. I'm going to get hold of him on the phone downstairs and make arrangements. He'll send a right car to pick us up. He'll do everything.
Then this rat creepy sees himself losing the dough we've been dishing out, and he tips off the cops. He'll figure who this other hideout guy is, Luke.
Creepy
and he'll...
won't have any chance to figure it.
You mean...
My nails ain't bad, but I wish I could get a real manicure.
You'd be sure been asking for.
I'll say he has.
He's coming upstairs and bringing that hoochie water.
Yeah. He's going to make us a present of it.
No noisy shoot.
Of course not.
Open up, Davis. I brought your whiskey.
Okay, Creepy.
Come in, Mr. Bliss.
Oh, thanks. Good stuff I got you. One of the best blends on the market. You owe me $100 for the bottle.
No, Creepy, that bottle's on the house.
What do you mean? Hey, fire that gun.
I'm bending this gat over your head.
Oh, don't.
Chiseling rat, you lousy chiseling rat.
Let him have it plenty, Luke.
He's had it plenty.
You sure he's finished? We don't want him talking.
He'll never talk to anyone again. Go through his clothes and find the dough we paid out to him while I go downstairs to his phone and make a deal for a real hideout.
You better open a window down there and let in some fresh air.
Yeah. I'll be glad to get out of this smelly place.
Our story will continue in just a moment. The time has come, the sponsor says, to talk of beer and ale.
For brewery taste and purity, for goodness without fail.
Use glass to keep the flavor right, for glass will never fail.
That's it. Glass and glass alone brings you beer and ale as it ought to taste.
Right. Glass bottles and glass bottles only can bring you beer and ale as it comes from the brewery, unaffected by any foreign taste or flavor.
And now we have a new kind of bottle.
The Anchor Glass one-way bottle.
It requires no deposit.
No return to the store.
When it's empty, dispose of it as you would any food container.
It saves space in the icebox.
It's a natural for picnics.
Easy to open, easy to drink from.
It's always in good taste.
And it protects that real brewery flavor.
As only glass can protect it.
Yes. The revolutionary new Anchor Glass one-way no-deposit bottle is sweeping America. For perfect flavor, demand beer in glass bottles. For extra convenience, demand your favorite brands in the new Anchor Glass one-way no-deposit bottle, a product of Anchor Hocking. The most famous name in glass.
The body of this character, Creepy Bliss, was found this morning because a cop was very observant, Miss Williams. I'd like you to mention that in your paper.
Well, don't I always put in a good word for you cops, Captain Logan? When I have the opportunity.
Yeah, the trouble is, Logan, you guys give us so few opportunities.
That comedy, Casey, is strictly Joe Miller.
Okay, pal. But what did your observant cop observe?
And a downstairs window was open. Bliss never opened one, summer or winter.
Oh, that's why this joint smells like a glue factory.
Yeah. Well, the cop was familiar with Bliss's habits. He investigated the open window and found Bliss with his head bashed in. Otherwise, the murder might have gone undiscovered for weeks.
When was his head bashed in?
About 10 o'clock last night.
Any idea who did the bashing?
We're sure Luke Davis did it.
Davis?
You mean the bandit who held up the bank 2 weeks ago?
He and his Ma Doris had obviously been hiding out here. They found their fingerprints all over the room where Bliss was beaten to death.
Well, then Bliss ran a hideout, huh?
That's the picture, Casey. And he ran it pretty smart. We cops never had him under suspicion. He ran it so smart that apparently the gang in control of the hideout racket here wasn't wise to him.
He wasn't a member of the gang.
I don't think so.
I've heard just one guy bosses the hideouts in this town.
That's my dope in the situation.
Well, you've never been able to learn much about the hideout boss, have you, Logan?
No, he's the toughest of all racketeers to find out about, Miss Williams, because he's the one crook other crooks don't squeal on.
Yeah, for the very good reason, Annie, that every crook figures that he himself will need a hideout eventually. And he wants to be on good terms with the guys who can provide it.
Yeah. Now, Luke Davis and his girlfriend probably made a connection with the big hideout operator before they left here last night. Luke left some fingerprints on the telephone.
Well, there's no way of tracing the call he made.
Miss Williams, only amateur detectives in crime fiction can trace local calls when a phone isn't tapped. The phone companies can't do it, and neither can we poor professional cops.
So Luke Davis and his wife have made another getaway.
Yeah. And we probably won't catch up with them until they figure it's safe to come out of hiding and try to blow town.
Well, if they could be found right away, it'd be front-page stuff. And big.
I'm so sorry I can't oblige you two with something immediate.
You've found nothing that might be a possible lead to where the Davises went from here?
Not a thing.
Oh, you know you can tell us about holdouts, Captain. We keep them strictly off the record.
I'm not holding out anything on you, Miss Williams. You've heard all I've learned about this thing.
Of course, you've been in touch with Barney Rubin, huh?
Oh, sure. I got nothing from him.
Well, now, who's Barney Rubin?
Well, Annie, altogether off the record. He runs a joint on the west side called Barney's Bar. It's a crook hangout, and when Barney hears interesting things, he passes them along to Logan and a few other guys that he trusts.
Ah, a stool pigeon.
Well, more a undercover guy, I'd say. Barney never's been a crook himself.
That we know of.
I don't know. I've always figured him on the level, pal.
Well, he's been very helpful at times.
Well, if he's not a crook himself, how come crooks trust
Well,
him?
Barney's brother, you see, Annie, was a big-time racketeer. And he and his mob used Barney's bar as a hangout. The brother was cut in two by machine gun slugs in one of those sweet gang double crossings 5 or 6 years ago, and well, Barney turned very sour on old gunmen. Outwardly, though, he remained on good terms with the cookies that he'd met through his brother's connections, but on the QT, he's done him a lot of harm.
Now, this is strictly off the record, Miss Williams, and you forget you heard it.
Sure, Captain Logan. Well, let's get back to the paper, Casey. We've got everything here there is to get.
Yeah. See you later, Logan.
Okay.
So long, Captain.
So long, Miss Williams.
Well, Annie, I'll drop you off the office. Leave these pictures I took with Tate in my department.
Oh, where are you going?
Well, nailing Davis and his moll will make a big yarn, Annie, if it breaks soon. So, before some other newspaper mug gets the idea, I'm going to see Barney and make a deal for an exclusive tip if he hears some interesting information.
Casey, I ain't heard a word about Luke Davis and his moll, and I don't expect to hear any. Them red hots is from out of town, you know, when the mobs around here ain't acquainted with them.
Yeah, well, what I'm asking you, Barney, is this, see? If you hear anything, let me have it first, see? At the same time that you pass it to the cops, I mean. Before other newspapers can get it. You know, I always return the favors that you do me.
Sure, I know. Yeah, I might have been bumped off a couple of times if you hadn't persuaded certain wrong G's that I wasn't a student.
Yeah.
I give you tips and you do me favors.
That's right. Well, do we play it that way again?
Why not? But like I say, I can't hope for a thing on them two Davis red hots.
Well, your interview with Barney doesn't sound too promising, Casey.
Oh, he'll tip me if he hears anything, Annie. Guy in his spot needs guys like me to front for him sometimes again.
Well, I'd hate to be in his spot. Running with crooks and hunting with cops is playing the hard way.
Yeah, I'll say. Annie, here comes Ethelbert. We can't talk about Barney, even to him.
Hello, Casey. Hello, Miss Williams.
Hi, pal.
Evening, Ethelbert.
Excuse me, I was busy up at the other end of the bar. Well, what's new, Casey?
Casey and I have been working on that hideout murder.
I've been reading about it. The cops are sure Luke Davis and his wife did the job. Huh?
Yeah, it's open and shut.
Why do you suppose they killed the guy who'd been hiding them out?
Well, those hideout rats are always greedy, Ethelbert. My hunch is that Creepy Bliss piled up the charges until Davis got sore and worked him over.
From what I hear about Davis, he always got sore when he was overcharged. A waiter I know who comes from the same town as Davis was in a while ago, and he was telling me about it.
Huh? Well, few people in this town know Davis. What did he tell you?
Only what I've said, that the guy added up his tab very careful and made a big squawk if the charge was a dime or so too much.
This guy knew Davis well. I'd kind of like to talk to him.
Yeah, he might give us some angle, Casey.
Well, he didn't know Davis well, just waited on him occasional. Anyway, I don't know where you could find this waiter. He's only an acquaintance. I don't even know his last name.
Oh, you don't? Well, it's a thought. Say, slip us a pack of cigarettes, will you, Bert?
Okay. This waiter said Davis had a very annoying habit, aside from adding up a check too careful. He ruined menus, too.
Ruined menus?
Yeah. Seems he's a bug on keeping his nails manicured, and they was always razor sharp. He'd run one of them nails over the menu to mark each item he wanted, and he'd cut the paper almost clear through so the menu couldn't be used again for other customers.
Oh, interesting, but unhelpful.
Yeah. How about those cigarettes, huh?
Oh, gee, I almost forgot. Here, Casey.
Thanks, pal. Thanks.
This waiter said Davis ruined phone books the same way.
What, phone books?
Yeah, underlining numbers he was going to call.
As Annie.
Casey.
His nails was also hard on tablecloths and
Annie, come on.
napkins. Hey, where you going?
Back to Creepy Bliss's joint. You've given us a tip, pal.
And thanks a million.
Oh, that's all right. What'd I do?
Say, maybe Ethelbert's given you and Miss Williams something, Casey. There's a notation on Davis's police record about his sharply manicured nails.
And you're sure he made a call from here last night to arrange for a new hideout, huh?
Yeah, we found fresh prints of his on the phone.
Oh, where's the phone book, Captain Logan?
On the table beside the phone. His prints are on the book,
Well, let's
too.
go through that book.
All right, now.
Ethelbert's waiter friend said that Davis's nails cut almost through the paper where he underlined things, Captain. So his mark should be easy to spot.
I'll find it if it's here. I'm taking the book page by page.
All right, well, now, ripple through it first. We may save time that way.
We'll see. Allen, Amherst, Austin. All right, the A's. Now the B's. Abbott, Aiken, Baker, Vanderger.
Logan, wait a minute. There it is, Logan.
Ah, deep nail mark under a name and number.
Look at that name and number, Casey.
Holy.
Wait, it's Barney's bar.
But, Barney.
But both of you told me that this Barney was in with the cops.
Looks like we were wrong, Miss Williams.
Yeah, plenty.
Sergeant, take this book and go over it page by page. If you find any other marks like this, let me know.
Yes, sir. I don't think you'll find any more, Logan.
Neither do I.
Playing ball with you cops, as it seemed, gave Barney a nice cover-up, didn't it?
And we fell for it because now and then he did give us the real lowdown on wanted crooks.
Logan, thinking back, those crooks never had any dough when Barney turned them in.
Well, he took all they had for hiding them, and then
put them on the spot, Annie. Sometimes collecting a cash reward for doing it in addition to the goodwill of saps like Logan and yours truly.
We went out of our way to protect the rat, to keep better rats from getting wise to him.
How are you going to handle him, pal?
I know how I'd like to handle him.
Well, I'd love to see you do it just that way, but...
Sure. Nail mark's no evidence, and if I bring Barney in for questioning, I tip my hand.
squirm out from under.
And not only that, the Davises might be warned and get away.
Say, Logan, Barney might be persuaded to lead us to the Davises, and at the same time cook himself.
Oh, Barney's smart and careful. He lets little guys do his contact work.
Yeah, maybe not with red hots who've gotten away with $100 grand. I think Barney takes a deep personal interest in that kind of moolah. You figure the Davises are carrying that dough with them?
No, I doubt it. Experienced crooks like the Davises don't trust other crooks. They know they're at the mercy of a hideout proprietor. I think they managed to bury the dough somewhere.
That may turn the trick.
That'll get you.
No, neither do I.
Hideout landlords are greedy guys, Annie. $100 grand is a lot of dough, and there's no honor among thieves.
Talk straight.
All right, how's this? I'm going to call on Barney. I've done him favors in exchange for tips he's given me. All right, tonight I'll hand him a tip and hope he does me the favor of falling for it. Is that straight enough?
Casey.
Not the double talk.
So long, pals.
I didn't expect to see you again today, Casey.
Well, I just dropped in on the chance you might have something for me, Barney.
Not a thing, fella. I told you there wasn't much hope I'd get the lowdown on them Davises.
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe, you know. I got a little new dope on him after I left you this afternoon.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is strictly confidential, Barney. I could only spill it to a guy who's aces with the cops, you know.
Well, you know how I stand with them.
Yeah, sure.
What's your dope? Not that it'll mean anything to me.
Well, Captain Logan tipped me that he has definite proof that the Davises are hiding out with all of that $100,000 on them.
On them?
Yeah. Didn't have time to stash it away before they went to Creepy Bliss's joints.
$100,000 is a lot of dough. Must fill a big suitcase, huh?
Yeah, it might. But a lot of folding money can be carried in a guy's clothes, Barney, and a lot more under a woman's dress.
That's so.
Look, keep this way under the hat, Barney. If the cookie they're hiding out with knew that dough was right under his nose, well, you can figure it easy.
Yeah. Them Davises would be in a real bad spot if the hideout operator knew.
That's right. Fortunately, of course, nobody knows except you and me and a few cops. Yep, that's the way it is. Well, I'll be running along, Barney. Maybe you'll have something for me tomorrow. I'll drop in.
Yeah, you might be lucky, Casey. I might have something about them Davises.
Yeah. Well, good night, fella.
Good night.
Barney's getting into his car, Logan.
He's never been known to leave that joint of his until 4 a.m. closing time before.
Well, it isn't midnight yet. Looks like Casey's scheme is working.
Well, he sure had me over a barrel. He said that dough should fill a suitcase. We don't even know whether Davises have any baggage with him at all.
His car's starting.
Follow him, Sergeant, and don't lose him.
Okay, Captain.
Now, Casey, we'll find out if your tip to Barney pulls a payoff.
Barney's car is pulling into that public garage, Casey.
Yeah, I see it, Andy.
We followed the guy for half an hour, and all he's been heading for is the garage where he puts his jalopy to bed. Barney lives only a few blocks from here, Casey.
Maybe he got wise. We were tailing him, Logan.
He didn't get wise. Our driver knows his business.
What'll I do now, Captain?
Now, drive out past the garage and park where we can keep an eye on it.
Okay, sir.
If Barney comes out, Martin here will follow him home and keep a watch on him. Even though Casey's big scheme is flopped, I don't want Barney out of sight for a minute.
Well, look, he's out of sight right now, pal. What?
Yeah, the big doors of that garage are wide open. When we passed it just now,
I saw Barney go through a door in the back.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Stop the car, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
You'll find out where that door in the back leads to.
Can't lead outside, Logan. The garage is built against a ledge of solid rock.
No, and it has 2 stories, Casey.
There may be rooms in that second story, a hideout.
You see any attendants in the garage?
Only one guy. If this is a hideout, he'll be working for Barney.
Now, all of you stay here. I'll go in and stop him from giving any signals.
I'll go with you.
You stay here.
What?
More than one guy goes in, the lookout might get wise and pull a fast one
That's
before
right.
you be stopped.
That's right. Okay, you're right, pal. We'll stay behind and watch.
Good evening, friend.
What do you want?
I'm having a little motor trouble. My car's outside. You take a look at it?
This is just a storage garage, mister. We don't do mechanical.
I want to find out what kind of work is done here.
That's what I call a very sweet, fast job of quieting a guy.
And you flatter me, Casey. Take care of this lug, Martin, and keep him quiet. Sergeant, post the men so no one can get out of this building. I'm going to see what's behind that back door.
Yes, and this time I'm coming along.
And me too.
Well, there's no time to argue. Come on, but be quiet. Oh, the door's not locked.
Barney was depending on that lookout.
The stairs going up.
With a door at the top.
Now, let's go.
What do you mean? What do you want?
That's the only reason I came up here. That's what I'm trying to tell you, but you don't pay no attention.
Hey, that's Barney's
I
voice.
didn't want to take any chances, so I dropped in to see if you and your missus was comfortable, Davis.
Davis.
Comfortable. I've been in cells that were bigger than this lousy room.
Coffins is much smaller than this room.
Nobody's going to put Luke and me in coffins, Barney, not for a long while.
And it'd be too bad if somebody did, Mrs. Davis. You two ain't got so much to live for. Not much. $100,000.
but it's going to be too bad.
Hey, why that gat?
Got a silencer on it, Luke.
At the door, Casey.
Together.
Drop that gun, Barney.
No.
If you wanted that. And
got him, Captain.
don't reach for your gun, Davis.
I got sense, Copper. I'll only reach for this.
Dave! Annie! He's got Miss Williams.
In front of me, Copper, and I also got my gun. Now we'll shoot it out on terms I like.
Oh, yeah?
Look out, Luke.
You dopes always watch the guy with a gat and forget about the guy who hasn't any, Davis. This'll teach you to remember.
Oh, Casey.
That's what I call a very sweet, fast job of quieting a guy, Casey.
You flatter me, Wilson.
We'll join the crowd at the Blue Note in just a moment. On these hot afternoons and evenings, one of the most agreeable sounds is the tinkling of ice cubes in a big frosty pitcher and the promise of refreshing ice-cold lemonade, iced tea, or delicious fruit juices. How good it tastes and how wonderful it looks when poured from the new Sunburst Crystal Pitcher. Now, the Sunburst Crystal Pitcher is a radiantly beautiful 2-quart pitcher in the magnificent new kind of crystal the whole country is talking about and admiring. Why, it picks up light like a diamond and scatters it in 1,000 flashing rays. And here's the surprise. You can own one of these magnificent, sparkling Sunburst Crystal Pitchers for only 50 cents. Yes, only 50 cents, or slightly more in distant cities. So look for it tomorrow in the windows and on the counters of the retail stores of America. Sunburst Crystal is a product of Anchor Hocking, the most famous name in glass.
Good night, Ethelbert.
Hello. Oh, good night, Grace. Oh, say, you forgot your umbrella. Oh, well.
Hello, Ethelbert.
Oh, hello, Casey, Miss Williams. Nice day, ain't it?
Nice. What do you mean, nice? It's pouring.
Oh, Ethelbert, does Grace always affect you that way?
Who? Oh. Not to change the subject, your paper said that hideout case is all cleared up.
Oh, if you read it in the Morning Express, it's true.
Yeah, the cops even found the $100,000 bankload.
On the Davises, where Casey told Barney it was.
Yeah, that was when I thought I was pulling a fast one.
Oh, Ethelbert, look who came in the door.
Oh, Grace. Walter, bring the mop.
Prime Photographer, starring Stotts Cotsworth as Casey, is brought to you each Thursday by the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation, makers of Fire King Oven Glass, Anchor Glass Containers, Anchor Caps and Closures. All products of Anchor Hocking, the most famous name in glass. Photographer is directed by John Dietz. The original music is by Archie Blyer, and the program features Miss Jan Miner as Anne and John Gibson as Ethelbert. Herman Chittison is the Blue Note pianist. This is Tony Marvin saying goodnight for the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation of Lancaster, Ohio, with offices in all principal cities of the United States and Canada. Thursday night on CBS is the biggest show in town. So stay tuned for exciting dramatizations on Reader's Digest Radio Edition, which follows immediately over most of these stations. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.